We are at Duane Reed Gallery where we are presenting an exhibition of Victor Wang and Janice Jakielski. Victor Wang is an oil painter who is a local artist that teaches at Fontbonne University, and Janice Jakielski is a ceramic artist employing new techniques and is based in Sutton, Massachusetts. As soon as you walk into the exhibition space, you will notice Victor's strong use of dramatic lighting in his paintings, as well as the thick application of oil paint pigment on the canvases.
When I was a graduate student, I was so amazed by the surface of sculpture, the clay. At that time, I started to think, how could I borrow those interesting tactile texture to my painting? I kept thinking about this for a long time. And then one day in studio, I was so frustrated. And then I started to throw the paints, all the paints left over on the palette, and then use palette knife and then apply on the surface. And then suddenly I saw something interesting, more like sculpture quality. You can feel the surface more physical. And then I started looking for more sculpture quality and physicality, tactile surface rather than just painting quality. That's what I enjoy a lot with those surfaces. So I always use some symbols based upon my past experiences, like sunflowers, and then the Chinese figures hidden here, there. And I always working on two things more complementary to each other, like sometimes good and evil, and reality and the dream world. I think the one piece in the front is my favorite piece. I try to make the two worlds crossing over on one space between reality and dreamlike or Zen space. Because I practice Tai Chi every day. When I practice Tai Chi and I'm totally walk away from a physical reality and then become into this more dreamlike Zen kind of space. So I try to make my experiences through those whole composition and then the real world and then the real people riding the horse towards to the direction and then gradually become more imaginative, flat space, more Zen kind of space. That's what I really like to tell the story based upon my experiences.
So along with Victor's exhibition, we are showing a new material from ceramic artist Janice Jakielski. Janice takes thin sheets of porcelain and through a special process of incorporating binder materials into the pigmented clay body itself, she's able to use a vinyl cutter to cut out exact shapes and later layer the pieces onto each other, giving the sculptures an almost printmaker type quality to them. She uses depth and the play on perspective to really build up the landscapes that she's approaching in some of her works. She approaches this in two different ways. The first way is through individual sheets of ceramic material that convey one section of each layer of the scene. And so whenever you view the piece head-on, it gives the entire depth of the composition. Another way that she approaches this is by binding individual sheets of porcelain together with bookbinding material so that the vase forms are able to lay open on the table. Both artists' use of material takes their respected medium and adds an additional layer of complexity to it. Janice's work is approaching ceramic sculpture from a perspective of printmaking, which gives it a more two-dimensional quality, and Victor's use of oil painting and building up the layers on the canvas approaches painting from a more sculptural perspective. Both of these exhibitions are on view at Duane Reed Gallery until October 16th, and more information can be found at duanereedgallery.com.